Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a brief look at one of the most important and ritualistic roles in the Black Templar Space Marine chapter, the Emperor's Champion, their most elite warrior chosen to seek out enemy champions on the battlefield and defeat them in one-to-one combat. Now, traditionally, there is only one Emperor's Champion in the entire Black Templars chapter, a tradition that stretches back to their founder Sigismund, captain of the Imperial Fist First Company during the Horus Heresy, who was given the title of Emperor's Champion for his bravery during the siege of the Imperial Palace. However, in practicality, the role of the Emperor's Champion is one that can be found in many Black Templar crusades, with almost all of these symbolic warriors being found where the fighting is fiercest. Interestingly though, this symbolic role is not one that is held by any single battle brother, not permanently at least. Rather, on the eve of each battle, all the warriors of the Black Templars will collectively enter a period of deep meditation and fasting, mentally preparing themselves for the trials ahead. During this time, one of their number may experience profound visions from the Emperor, perhaps of a mighty hero fighting an impossible foe or a fading light that must be rekindled. Such moments of faith are rare to say the least, but that does not mean that they can be taken at face value. The chaplains of the Black Templars will scrutinise the individual, checking for any essence of doubt, misinterpretation or worse in what they experienced. If the vision is deemed credible, the spiritual leaders will permit the warrior to take on the mantle of the Emperor's Champion and to don the war gear such a position is entitled to. First, he is presented with the Armour of Faith by the Master of the Armoury, artificer armour inscribed with sacred wards and catechisms to offer greater protection than any ordinary suit of power armour ever could. Next, the Black Sword, a massive two-handed power sword blessed by the chapter chaplains and one of the most exquisitely mastercrafted weapons in the whole of the Imperium. Perfectly balanced to allow it to be used either in a one-handed or two-handed grip, the Emperor's Champion can deliver a flurry of fast slashes and swings, followed by slower but much more damaging hacking blows. Such is the symbolic importance of this particular sword, whose history also stems from Sigismund, that the Black Templars chapter possesses only 10 of these sacred weapons in its armoury. Coupled together, this holy wargear makes the Emperor's Champion a sight to behold on the battlefield, shrugging off the heaviest of weapons fire and cutting through ranks of enemies as he searches out their leaders. However, it's important to know that even the mere presence of an Emperor's Champion amongst the ranks of the Black Templars is a source of profound spiritual significance. Upon adopting the role and before the battle begins, the selected warrior will lead his brothers in renewing one of their 4 sacred vows: suffer not the unclean to live, uphold the honour of the Emperor, abhor the witch, destroy the witch, and accept any challenge no matter the odds. Far from being any normal proclamation, these vows form the core ethos of the Black Templars. They define what it means to be one of their number, and this renewal reminds each and every one of them that they alone embody the spiritual and martial purity to face the Emperor's most hated foes where others cannot. On the battlefield, these vows transform into zealous fury, channeled through the Emperor's Champion, and inspiring all around him to feats of glory that would be beyond other Space Marines. And yet, a champion is just that, a hero amongst heroes, and the history of the Emperor's Champion is one steeped in glory and heroism. When the shimmering city of Merlas fell under the shadow of High Fleet Leviathan, it was Alahart the Slayer who stemmed the alien tide, choking a tyrant with his blade as it tried to devour him. Not content with turning the tide of the war, Alahart led a small force of Black Templars into a Tyranid hive ship, cutting his way through its tendons and flesh until he alone made it to the birthing stomachs and up the ropey spinal strands at the hive ship's core. Plunging his sword into the pulsing cortex of the beast, the hive ship uttered a death scream that echoed across the system, proclaiming Alahart's victory with it. And it was Marius Amalric who single-handedly duelled the bloodthirster Skarbrand the Exiled One upon a Blackstone fortress caught in the Maelstrom. Delivering blow after blow, the champion gave his life to deliver one final strike to the demon's chest, which Rabute Guilliman, Primarch of the Ultramarines, then exploited to banish the demon once and for all. As you can clearly see, the role of the Emperor's Champion is perilous. Should one die on the battlefield, seen as a truly bad omen by the Templars, then their warriors will fight with all their fury to reclaim their body and the holy war gear it bears. Later, in a ritual that honours the fallen champion's deeds, the Armour of Faith will be removed and cleansed in holy oils, washing away the prayers inscribed ornately onto it. During this process, the chaplains will recount the champion's bravery to the marshals, all while a serf carefully inscribes the warrior's name into the black blade itself, now forever a part of its proud and distinguished legacy. The ritual complete, the sword is then returned to its stasis casket, waiting patiently for another warrior, chosen by the Emperor himself, to claim it.